Fáilte Galera, what's the crack? I'm going to quickly go through 3 types of ankle injuries that I've had. So 3 types of ankle sprains that I've had, and my most recent one, and what I'm doing then to rehab that the first couple of days. Alright, so the most common one that people get is your lateral ankle sprain. Okay, so that's a sprain to the ligaments out here. Typically happens when you go over on your ankle like this and you sprain those guys. So I've had that in both my ankles. The next one I've had is a high ankle sprain. So that's where you sprain the ligaments in between these 2 bones. So there's an interosseous ligament in here, and I've sprained that guy as well. That's happened to both ankles, and for me it happened like this. My foot was in this position and somebody landed on my leg, or my leg got caught between somebody else's leg, and it actually forced this twisting motion. So the twisting motion is when my toes go that way and my heel goes this way. Okay, so you can imagine this kind of a motion, but in this position, because my heel, my foot was, my leg was forcefully jolted in this direction, so it was forcefully jolted down like that, and that caused a sprain of these ligaments, but also a sprain of my medial ligaments there as well. Okay, so that's the first 2 I've had. So I actually got the last one I got, the last interosseous one I got was about 3 weeks ago, and I was just back to training on Tuesday at full pace. That was my left ankle that I had injured, so my left ankle was strapped, and then I injured my right ankle at training. Okay, so at training what happened was I was running at full pace and I got stuck in a divot. So my foot was running at full pace, it got stuck in a divot, and that jolted basically the bones in my foot. It stopped those bones, and whilst the bones in my leg were still going forward, causing a little bit of damage here. Okay, so I got stuck in a divot, it forcefully jolted here, stopped all the bones in my foot, whilst the bones in my legs kept it going forward. As a result, I got a little bit of an injury here, so I'm guessing it's kind of a capsular injury. So it's got a little bit of swelling here at the minute, and yeah, so that's kind of my most recent one. So in terms of what I've done for the 3 of them has been more or less the exact same. I'll talk you through the one I have at the minute. I'm not that big on ice. I didn't ice it afterwards. I iced it a small bit yesterday. Ice will really help with pain and things like that, but I'm not the biggest believer in ice improving recovery time. I am a big believer in movement improving recovery time, so I've been doing lots of movement on it and weight bearing. So the last 2 days now since the injury, I've been on my feet for a good chunk of the day and doing plenty of movement with it. So yeah, that's the 3 different types of ankle sprains, and I'll be keeping you up to date on how I'm rehabbing the ankle at the minute, and also how I'm rehabbing both ankles, I suppose, at the minute. If you do like the video, please do subscribe. Páirteach Leacha in our broad, agus briste gevla.